Hello, it's P Magnus 117. I'm here to bring you a video about my gauges and how I got them and what I've done to keep them like good looking, not infected or anything. First, what happened was I really wanted my ear pierced, and my mom wouldn't go and bring me to a professional to get it done. So I got a sewing needle and I sterilized it with rubbing alcohol. And then I pierced my ear. I first did this, and I just used regular piercings and stuff. I actually used lip piercings for it because that's all I had at the time, and I didn't really have permission to pierce my ears. So I used that, and then sorry, I'm stuttering and pausing and whatnot. I went to Walmart and I bought some piercings, gauges, or gauges, 8 gauged, and the piercing I had in was 18, and I went home, I looked up some videos on how to gauge my ears, and all I had was to lube it up was coconut oil, and and I went from an 18 to an 8, and that's pretty much. There's my little pen thing. Okay. Alright. Sorry. So, these are what I got. These are the gauges, or tapers, that I got to gauge my ear. And I went from this size of a hole, practically, a little bit bigger, like 0.5 millimeter, to this. Now, all the videos that I see and hear about, it says not to jump, and I didn't know that until after I jumped 10 sizes, really. Well, 5, because it goes evenly, whatever. But yeah, I jumped up, and it hurt, but I didn't blow out, thankfully, and I just took care of them. What I used to take care of them was natural sea salt, and I would put it in this after heating up some distilled water. You have to make sure it's distilled, bottled, not tap. It's really bad to use tap when you're cleaning your ears, because you don't know what could be in it, really. No matter if you have a filtration system on it or anything, it's just best to use bottled. I usually buy a gallon, and I fill it up with sea salt water, pour it into a cup, and I microwave it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. I fill the cup halfway, and measurement wise, it is about a cup, and it already has sea salt in it, so already kind of salty and whatnot. But since I pierced my ears myself, I actually put a little bit of sea salt in this, and then I poured the sea salt water in here after cooking in the microwave for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I use these because they fit right over my ear and stuff, and just hold it there for about 7 minutes, 7-15 and stuff, and then like shake it around a little bit, I shake it around a little bit so the salt, it moves around and it kind of gets in it and whatnot, but don't leave the salt in it and whatnot. That's what I did first, and then I start working again, and I got some money, and then I started doing it the right way. I took these out, put them in a shot cup like this, poured a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and I would take my gauges, plugs, whatever I had in, and put it in with the alcohol, let it stay for a while, and then I would clean my ears with this, and then I would sea salt, like soak them in sea salt water for like 7 minutes, and then I would rinse them off, and then I would clean them out again, and then I would rinse them off, and I mean, this is really just my opinion. When you put like soap and water and sea salt water and stuff, I mean, you know, sea salt, it dries out your ears and whatnot. I used a Q-tip, I stuck it in my ear, and I would dry it out and stuff. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get a Q-tip in once you first start gauging, so you just need to be careful. But once you get to about a 8 gauge, an 8 gauge, yeah, you can tear parts off and stuff, and then you can stick it in easier. Right now I have 2 gauge, and this is a 10. At 2 gauge, your Q-tip can go in, and I recommend getting the Q-tips, these, not the off-brand kind, because the off-brand kind aren't really sturdy. They the stuff falls off when they get wet, the cotton part, and stuff. And for the soap, like I was saying, use antibiotic soap. Some people say, oh, just because it doesn't say it doesn't mean it doesn't get rid of germs. Just get one that says antibiotic. It's better and stuff. Don't have to be that much concerned about. For when you stretch your ears, use like a oily lubricant. I use cocoa for when I first did it. Then I used this vitamin E, and I actually use it to on my ears, because it usually for skin, like keeping it healthy, whatnot. But I got enough money, and I bought 2 sets from bodfx jewelry, which I highly recommend buying if you're gonna buy a gauging set. Buy these. The titanium ones, they just came with plugs and tapers. There's some tapers right there, and here. Let me show you. They're the plugs. They come organized and stapled, little holes you can see right there and stuff. They're stapled, all the plugs are stapled, and they're single flared. They are they're titanium rainbow. That's the one kit. That's 36 pieces, and single flared. And yeah, and then I got another one, a complete set. It comes 72. It comes with all of their kits come with this ear stretching manual or whatever. I did not follow this. I skipped and did whatever. This thankfully didn't mess up. Once I got this and I gauged, I used this stuff, and this stuff is really, really good. It makes it so much easier to stretch, especially if you're kind of daring and wanting to go up, like skip a few sizes. Use this stuff, or anything that's made for gauging purposes, like specifically. like this. It's piercing aftercare, soothe, heals, and protects. 100% all natural from bodfx. And here you can read the information on it. And all these 2 kits I got from Amazon and stuff. Yeah, it comes with plastic plugs and whatnot. These are 2 gauge. I separated them. Each one comes in a separate package. So I have a 2 gauge package for these and another 2 gauge packet for white ones. The white ones I have in right now. I just separated them so they'd be in a single package, the white and the black. And then something I didn't really care about because I got 2 sets, but if I didn't, I really would have. The 2 gauge when I got it only came with 1 taper. I did not lose it. I opened it. The original bag for the taper had a hole on the side, and I looked all around the box. It wasn't there and stuff. But I had got another kit, so I didn't really worry about it. And that one did have every single piece. So the titanium rainbow had all the pieces. The complete set one that I got, I'm showing you right now. The only thing that was missing and that was messed up was this, the 2 gauge. The package was just on the side. It was open a little, and I guess it may have fallen out or when they were packing it or whatnot. But yeah, it wasn't in there and stuff. Kind of freaked out a little bit, wondering if it did come from the facility or it was someone reselling or whatnot. It wasn't. It came from them and a package and whatnot. So yeah, and this is surgical steel, stainless steel, whatever. Here, just gonna separate them. It's the tapers and the plugs. Yeah, there's all that and whatnot. For people that are planning on starting gauging, I recommend. I'm not going to tell you what to do, how to gauge yourself, how to go up, because I mean, I ignored everything someone says to do. I didn't use the right needle, I didn't use the right equipment, I skipped. I went up 10 sizes, yeah. I went like 10 sizes. I pretty much, this is all home done and everything. The only thing that I would say is professional would be once I got the bodfx kit and I started using the right lubricant to stretch your ears and stuff, and this stuff, it's so small, I only use it if I'm stretching, and I haven't let my ears completely heal, but they're healing, they're fine, they're not affected or anything, they're good, no crusting or whatever, but I only use that stuff for when I'm stretching because it works so easily. But for when I'm just taking them out and after I clean my ears and whatnot, which I do about 2 to 3 times a day, morning for sure. You want to do it in the morning because when you sleep, it kind of I don't know. It's just like I don't know how to explain it. But I mean, it's just they feel really stiff and like it's hard to turn them and whatnot after you wake up in the morning. And I recommend sleeping with hold on, I actually these are what I had in today. I just put these ones in because they're more comfortable. But I recommend sleeping in these. They are secure, less likely to fall out. They have a notch for the rubber band or whatever it's called to go. Hold on. It's in a shot cup. It's hard to get out. This, and it just goes on and whatnot. These are better to sleep in. This is the 2 gauge ones I had and stuff. Then here's the 10 gauge. I sleep in those because they're very less likely to fall out, and with me, since I stretched up so much at once, I had to sleep with tapers in, which is really not a good thing to do. It makes it uncomfortable, and especially since I went up so high, everything like this, like that kind of movement with tapers in my ear, it hurt. It made it uncomfortable to sleep. So I was just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to till they got loose enough for me to put in plugs, which were double flare, which sucked because every single time taking them out and cleaning, it hurt and stuff. So yeah, just doing that. Actually, I'll take out my 2 gauge, show you my ear. Here's my ear. 2 gauge and done by myself. For like wearing for like fashion kind of plugs, I recommend getting these, the ones with the notches on them, and going in from the back. Because it makes it easier to put your plastic part on. I always hate this part. It takes forever for me. Okay. Did I get it? Alright, whatever. It's on. It's good. And stuff. But yeah, when you have the little rubber bands on it, and there are 2, go in from the back and be careful. I say it's more riskier for like something to happen, like blowing out or anything like that. So make sure that you have had at whatever size you're going to be going in from the back with your plugs or whatever you're going to be putting in your ears. Make sure you've had it in for like a week or 2, and then because it's just easier with the rubber band on and stuff. I've actually lost some rubber bands from the single flared plugs, and I'm really a newbie at this, so I'm sorry if anything I've said is incorrect, the wrong word of this. Like, if these aren't plugs and they're called something else, I'm sorry. It's just I've watched videos and that's what they've been called. Don't mean any offense to anyone, and I pretty much think that covers it all. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and if there's anything you want me to show you, like me cleaning my ears, I'm probably going to post a video on that. And gauging, definitely from now on, I'm going to be posting videos on me going, well, not gauging, stretching my ears from a 2 gauge to a 00, and then once I get to 00, I will start saving up money and buying different kinds of gauges and whatnot, and then I'll show you and stuff. Show you the price. Got these 2 though, that I got from Amazon. I've bought them together. I did not have Amazon Prime with them, and it was like $8 for both of them for shipping, and it rounded up to being about $50.38 for both of them. The titanium rainbow set, 36. I think I may be wrong with that, but I know for sure that the complete set is like 72, and I mean, they're pretty good price, and they are really good quality. There's no sharp edges, they're not rough, They're really well made and stuff. Soap, got Walmart. Um, vitamin E, I got at Walmart. Coconut oil. I live in Oklahoma right now. Trader Joe's. I got this from this place in California where I lived. I honestly, Trader Joe's kind of stuff, like organic, I actually trust. I mean, you may not have one in your area, but I mean, if you're gonna get coconut oil, get Trader Joe's. This is my personal opinion. Q-tips, get the Q-tips, not off-brand. It's worth the extra money. They're better. Alcohol for sterilizing. Your gauges, tapers, plugs, whatever. Get like 90% or something. Once again, my opinion, and make sure that before you put in anything in your ears, they have been sterilized and washed, and they have been cleaned. And before you before you change your gauges, I mean, once you take them out, like these, when I take them out to clean, don't leave them out and then put them back in without cleaning them. Always clean it. If they're out of your ears, you need to clean it. And when your ears are open, clean them, especially if you lay down or if your ears get something on them. Because, I mean, I'm not a germ freak, but I mean, there are bacteria everywhere, and your ears, especially, I spent almost practically over $100 just getting everything I need to clean my ears, get the set I wanted. It's well recommended. And I mean, people, don't be cheap with your body when you're practically stabbing a hole in your body and you're opening it bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't be cheap. I've read multiple reviews about piercing, like the tapers. They would have like a little small little rough edge that would be kind of sharp, and someone didn't notice it, and they stretched their ear, and it cut it, and cuts and irritation to your ear really bad, especially a cut, because it doesn't really heal, especially if it's inside, because I mean, it's either let your ear close up a little bit and let the whatever happened to it, if it got injured, let it heal. Do not ever like try to stretch your ears or put anything in that's gauged, especially if it's not metal. Don't ever put it in without like lubing it up or massaging your ears or anything. It could lead to a blowout. What else? If you feel like your ears are clean, they feel good, and you don't think that they need to be cleaned today, don't do that. I only recommend you not clean your ears if you literally can't, or you just forgot. But once you realize that and you can, do it right away, because I mean, you don't want your ears to get infected, especially if you got professionally pierced, because I know people sometimes charge quite a bit of money for that. But I don't know, for ears, I got my lips pierced, and it was $80, $40 per piercing. And I got them, you can't really see, I got them pierced twice, and it was just a waste. I mean, it's easier, it's not as much pain if you get professionally pierced, because they know what they're doing, they know where not to go and not where to hit. But I have seen videos of people who have gotten professionally pierced, and like, see how much skin I have at the bottom. It's kind of good and bad. Good because if I ever want to go past 0, I have more skin to do it, more to stretch. But some piercers, they go really low. If you go get your ears professionally pierced, might as well tell them that you're going to eventually gauge them, because it will change where they're going to pierce you. Because I mean, you can pierce like right down here, and stuff. That's kind of sometimes like the area of getting your ears pierced normally, and whatnot. Don't pierce your cartilage by yourself. I read that can lead to nerve damage to your face, and you can lose feeling, and whatnot. I really only recommend piercing your ear, your lobe, by yourself. That's it. And for your best interest, use a real surgical needle, not a sewing needle like I did. Alright, well that's really all I got for you guys. I will see you next time.